Hello and welcome to another Overlord lore video. I'm Shergog, your host, and today we are going to take a look at something quite peculiar. Evileye is an over 200-year-old vampire princess who presents herself in her adventurer group, the Blue Roses, as more of a pragmatic strategist than as a sentimental romantic. And she experienced a change of heart in more than just one sense, when Momon attacked Yaldabaoth in order to defeat him. And what may partially came across as a joke, because it frankly just was, actually delves a lot deeper than you might imagine. But before we take a look at all of this, let me quickly thank my Patreons for supporting this channel, as well as all of my YouTube thanks function users for making one-time donations. And now with that said, let's get back to the main topic. Evileye has always been someone who looked at the whole complex of love and intimate relationship extremely objective and practically. She couldn't relate much to bards singing about knights saving damsels in distress, and when you consider her history, that's not surprising. Evileye is not a human, but a so-called rainbow eye, a species, a humanoid species to be precise, born with magical talent in the four elements: earth, air, fire, and water. Evileye was even more gifted than the rest, but she inadvertently turned herself into an undead through Cure Elim Los Malvar, when she accidentally copied the spell of the Dragon Lord. Later she joined the so-called 13 heroes, who were in fact more than just 13 people, on a journey to defeat the evil gods. Then, after a defeat against Regret Bears Carew, one of her former teammates, she became a caster for Blue Roses, for Regret herself retired due to being over 200 years of age. And even back in her own nation, when Evileye was just a princess and still alive, her life revolved around her magical talent and her training as a caster. She never really had the opportunity to discover more romantic, interpersonal connections. However, after becoming undead, her emotions remained intact, but her species changed from humanoid rainbow eye to heteromorph and a vampire princess. And with this transformation, she still retained the ability to love. But the candidates for this love likely changed fundamentally. When she was a rainbow eye, she probably could only have fallen in love with other rainbow eyes, or maybe humanoids like elves or humans, but she couldn't start a romantic relationship with demi-humans or heteromorphs, just as humans don't find animals attractive. At least normally. However, after she became undead, in my opinion she could only feel love for the undead, but only for those who still looked like other rainbow eyes or humanoids. This combination of human-like appearance and undead body was just not present in her environment. I mean, take a look at the typical Elder Lich. It doesn't look pretty. And it was only when she met Momon, who saved her from extreme danger, that she felt genuine romantic emotions for the first time. The tragic aspect of the situation is that, like everyone else, she thought that Momon was a human, or at least a humanoid. And it's this mixture of Momon's undead body and Evileye's perception of a human hero that is likely responsible for her being able to fall in love. And if she could see under Momon's armor and only notice the skeleton in the suit, in my opinion, it would either be the end of her love or she would be in a strong internal conflict. She might try to convince herself that this person was cursed or something, and needed to become a human once again after the curse is broken, and so on and so forth. In other words, in my opinion, Evileye herself doesn't really understand what is happening here, and if she could love normally, then surely in 200 years of time she would have found someone else to fall in love with. And if Evileye ever finds out that there's just a skeleton under the armor and not a humanoid hero, it will likely break her heart and be deeply disappointing, because at least mentally she's not into the undead as well. and if she discovers that she accidentally fell in love with the Sorcerer King himself, she would be deeply unhappy and upset about it. I just realized that this would also make a great light novel premise, but I digress. Okay, anyway, that's my opinion on why Evileye, after 200 years of being emotionally distant, had finally fallen in love with the first undead that appears out of nowhere and pretended to be a human hero. And now it's your turn. What do you think about my explanation for Evileye's sudden change of heart? Do you believe that we will see her again, and that she will find out that there's a skeleton inside Mommon's armor without the usual meat part? Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments. And as always, I want to say thank you for watching, and special thanks to Other Daddy Other, Bad Guy Ye, Bad Burrito 316, Beezer, Ben C, Brandon D, Chrissy, Crowley 0221, Sia, Crystal Prime, Dead Slime, Death is Mercy, Deathless Dragonlord, Demon Xenomorph 1987, Devin Downen, Ding Dong, Dragonlord Plaxi du Saxophone, Duckwagon, Dunkler Krieger, Dystopia II, Enigmatic Unicorn, Feralchivan, Guy with That Head, Hector Marino, Hoss, Huster, Jacob G, Jana B, Jason, J. Morris, Chromius, Kyle R, Lee K. Long, Legendarius, Lelouch Britannia with a Mustache, Lexus Fox, Lord Nishikian Rai, Lord Touch Me, Loverazor, Merovec, Mr. Shoes, Mr. Tweaker, Michael R, Michael Y, Nope, Oh Hell No, Normal Toad, O'Kill, Overlord General Gasper, Paddy Pantom, Personage, Primus 11, Rhinomere, Cune Caracos P, Shergox's Daddy, Shadow Lightning Wolf, Shrine Keeper, Super Tier Magic Batista Bomb, Supreme Cheese, Staris, Ted, Texas Deer, The Orc Warboss, Rak Edsmeshar, T.E. Wang, Vash Hawkeye, Vegito 27, Venture Fanatic, Wilhelm, Xenokai und Sonagon. Thanks guys. Anyway, have a nice day, and I hope to see you all again soon under my next video.